Hello everyone, and greetings again from the Charterhouse. I have just got back to work after a week away and feel renewed and refreshed. But I did want to get in touch with you today because I'm afraid we've got some sad news to share with you, and I wanted to make sure you heard it from me and not sort of through the rumour mill. So yesterday, one of the brothers, Colin Tolworthy, who, as you know, was in a hospital, I'm afraid died early in the morning of Sunday. Many of you will know Colin well, and others who didn't know him so well would maybe like to know he'd been in the Charterhouse for about 10 years. He was quite a private man, kept himself to himself, but he always had time for brothers and for the staff, in particular the kitchen staff who he had his jokes with. He had a fantastic sense of humour, and he did embrace the Charterhouse community completely. And in fact, only a month ago, when Reverend Nick Henderson couldn't come in, he took one of the Sunday services, which was really moving. And Colin would have celebrated his 83rd birthday next month. So it's a sad loss for all the community, and the brothers are obviously very, very upset by this. As many of you may know already, the staff here, including Jamie and Graham and Karen, did battle to try and encourage him to go into hospital around 10 days ago, and I myself spent about an hour outside his room trying to talk him round, but he was adamant that he wouldn't go. His condition deteriorated and he went into hospital last Tuesday, and over the last week he did send texts to say his farewells to some of the brothers and the staff in the days before he died. And I feel from my conversation with him that he was at peace with the fact that he was going to die, which is, of course, a comfort in some ways. We are testing all the staff who had contact with Colin in the last fortnight, and so far the results have all been negative, which is very encouraging. We obviously don't know exactly what will happen about the funeral, but in order to mark this sad occasion, we are going to have 1 minute's silence tomorrow, Tuesday at midday, with Brooke Kingsmill Lunn tolling the chapel bell. And I know it would mean a lot to the brothers to know that staff and indeed governors are also going to be participating in this 1 minute silence wherever they are. So if you are able to participate and let us know that you're doing that, I know that would mean an awful lot to the brothers that you're joining in with this tribute. Just to update you on the situation generally, with this in mind and with the government's announcement last Thursday, we've decided to extend our lockdown until 7th of May. There's no reason not to do that. Fortunately, none of the other brothers seem to be suffering, but we cannot take any risks on this. It may not be popular with some of the brothers, but I have to say, you know, most of them understand it is for their benefit, and we're trying to come up with ways to keep up their spirits. Hannah's doing a fantastic job of keeping them entertained with baby photos of staff and so on. And for example, Kate's kindly said they can pick bluebells to put in their rooms to cheer them up. Gabby's agreed that I can get rid of all the calendars in the shop, so they're crossing off the days until the end of lockdown. So thank you everyone for coming up with these imaginative ideas. And I'm delighted that one of the brothers, Tim Epps, has also suggested that we ask brothers to do a blog, to write about their experiences at this difficult and indeed historic time. Gemma, you yourself were saying it would be interesting to hear the thoughts of the brothers. So under the banner of words from the margins, brothers are being asked to put pen to paper, and you know, I would encourage any of you, whether or not you think you can write or not, to just have a think about this and perhaps put your own thoughts down so that we could include it or not, you know, whatever you feel is right. So are there any silver linings for you? What is the hardest thing for you about working at home? what's it like being away from the Charterhouse but still working? What's it like being on furlough? Do put pen to paper and send these in to Charlotte so that we can include your thoughts as well. I hope you're managing to cope with the challenges of working at home and of not working, of being on furlough. I do appreciate these are not insignificant. Those of you who are working at home will have had an email from Tolla about your P60, which is available through MorePay. Now, if you're like me, you will have lost your password to MorePay, so don't hesitate to get in touch with Tolla if this needs to be reset. And I'll get Leslie to pass on this information to those on furlough. So before I go, I just wanted to show you a sample of the lovely fabric masks that we've had contributed by the costume department at the National Theatre. It's a rather nice floral pattern, I hope you can see. So we've been giving these to all the brothers, and I have to say they are most appreciative. So all that remains for me to say is stay home and stay safe, and I really look forward to seeing you at the next all-staff meeting. Thank you.